Hello?
This is looking to be a very, very interesting match with pretty deep ramifications towards making top 8. 'Cause at this point, Pom Homatati are at, I want to say, 4 and 2, with the forfeit matches being counted. And if they win this match, they're pretty good looking into getting top 8. If they lose this matchup, it's looking very, very rough for them.
Yes.
Well, for May under, it's already looking very bad for them. But if they do win this
When I
one, there
joined and
is still
left
a
the
chance that
Discord call,
one
May
team of
said that
5-3
I
can
should be
still make it.
disqualified. So
They
now
do
I have
already
to
have
push
3
back.
losses. Or
I think they
wait,
only
no.
have two.
Oh, they only have to. Actually, never mind that. They're still in a decent position. If they win this, they still have chances.
Q stands
But
for don't.
Pom and Hamatati did win the first match between them. So, especially for just a head-to-head against them, it's very important to win this.
For sure.
And yeah, looks like the runners just need a bit more time before we can get started, so thank you for your patience. In the meantime, I guess we can speak a bit about the gimmicks, because we have infection skips and lore. Now, I'm sure lore is something everyone here is very familiar with. I think we've seen it every other match. And I think I'm also
I'm
playing it in my
very,
next match.
I'm
I
very happy this is
always
the
going to
order, by the
happen.
way,
However, infection
of
skips are a
races
bit
today.
special. And what I mean by this is
That's
infection
fair.
skips don't actually do anything.
I would have, and then regretted it.
Like technically, if you get Dreamer before you get any vertical, it adds some stuff in crossroads. In practice, you are just going to get the vertical first, and infection skips will be irrelevant.
Yeah.
And if we're hearing Palm, it's because
That
he's
makes
streaming his
sense.
own voice on his audio. I'll just go to my, which Mate doesn't seem to have audio. Let's see if
Infection
Matati is
skips.
streaming properly. Sorry, go
Infection
ahead.
skips generally don't do that much. And it's worth noting that it has to be a named dreamer for infection skips to really matter. Because dupe items are placed as junk, and so they can't affect the logic. They're always placed last. So if we find the dupe dreamer early, that that doesn't mean, hey, look out for infection skips. That just means, okay, you happen to find the duplicate.
Yes, very good point. And okay, I think all our runners are ready, so I will be counting them down right now. And we should get them started as soon as possible. And I will actually start the timer right now, because otherwise it is never getting started, as seen in the previous race. But yeah, so the starts are also quite interesting. We have a green pot start and fungal start. And what this start combination does to you is you basically have to know the negative shade skip. Otherwise, you're just spending the first 5 minutes following your teammate.
Yeah, or you're just going to right side fungal for not much. Although it's worth noting that I don't think going to right side fungal is necessarily a bad play here with lore tablets being on, but it never feels good to go to right side fungal.
Yeah, the thing with right side fungal, you're right. The Pilgrim's Way tablet and the two tablets in Mantis Village, which are reachable through some skips, they do make fungal a bit sweeter. However, you have to think of all the stuff you're leaving behind, like the journal above Mantis Village, the Soul Totem in Pilgrim's Way. And they're not only things you leave behind, they're things that are very annoying to get back to in some cases. Specifically, that Soul Totem in Pilgrim's Way has cost people races due to being forgotten.
Yeah, that soul totem above Pilgrim's Way is awful. And there's a lantern from, I think it was from VFK.
Yeah, looks to be as Underline just picks it up. Now, I generally hate that play. I think this is one of the cases where you're actually just going to Stone Sank and doing the Mosk Shard. I'm hearing complaints that you're a bit quiet. Let me get you up. This should be better. Yeah, as chat is saying, Bomb and Hamatati are a really scary team. Like, they're one of the fastest at pure execution, and they're a second seed in this group, and they very well could have won the group, if not for a little mishap in their last race against us. And they're definitely coming in as strong favorites.
Yes, for sure. Group C is, I would say, probably the strongest group in general, just with having a very strong 1, 2, and 3 seed.
Yeah, of course, May and Under are not to be laughed at either. Like, these two in a different group could actually make an upset and come in as a second seed, or a second place. And to be fair, even in this group, if they win this one, they're in just as good a position as Pom Hamatadi to make it through. Or actually, they're probably in an even better position, because they've yet to play their rematch against me and Aiden, so they have really good potential.
Yeah. Is that a swim at City Stormstag?
I did not see it. I can't see much on Hamatadi's screen anyway. This huge shifter for City, I don't know, the Blood Moon is coming. Don't know who died on Hamatadi's screen, but this is very hard to see.
Blood for the Blood God.
Indeed. Meanwhile, I think May shade skipped. Or, no, May's on 0 deaths. What did May do? Did she climb up to autopilot and now she's doing the shade skip? Because if so, I don't think I hate the play. And also, do we remember whether City Storms was? I completely missed how Hamatadi got here.
I have no idea.
I'm sure we'll find it. I'm guessing we don't have it already, because May would probably be doing storerooms over shade skipping. Although, actually, I'm not even sure about that. The shade skip is a bit slow, but it gets you to crossroads. I say as May just goes right fumble. Okay, well, excuse me.
Okay, there's a Queen's Garden Stag from the Hunter's Totem.
Right. And Bomb is actually making the correct play to follow the logic here, and yeah, there you go, Kama. That's why we hate it. Even when the logic asks for it, sometimes it just wastes 30 seconds of your life.
Chad is saying that purple has Stormstag.
Okay, if you have storerooms and you don't want to shade skip across roads, okay, I guess you're doing it to get claw. Who am I to argue with May? But I'm so happy I'm not playing this seed. Because this is the kind of play. It's the kind of play where May very well may have just won the match with this play. Like, this could easily be a 15-20 minute advantage. Especially with what we have. Storeroom Stag, you said QG Stag as well. So much time can be wasted here.
Yeah, for sure. And it's like, there's a lot of stuff that's in logic, too, without that claw, which is just awful.
Yeah, exactly. I guess in order to make Legitar in logic, you would generally need something decent. But if Brown finds some stupid Ismas tier somewhere in Green Pot, this will be atrocious. Because it will be logical thrusters in the slowest way possible. And might also even bait them into QG or right Fokunion.
Yeah.
Bomb getting the worst Lord tablet in the game. and it's not even close. We all hate this lore tablet, and then we're all too afraid to skip it.
Yeah, I do not disagree.
And this time gets rewarded for it.
Yeah, hidden station stag, which normally I'd be excited about, but that could lead them away from that claw for even longer.
Yeah, there is a world where you're running out of checks, and you choose to walk across palace grounds to the base in Lord Tablet. And there's a world. Okay, that journal above Mantis Village mark from May is atrocious. Like that, it automatically gives the information to Brown Team, and I expect Palm to instantly go fungal or Hamatati.
Oh, for sure. Palm and Hamadri, with that information, knowing that, okay, they have claw, you're checking everything in Sphere 0 before anything else.
I mean, the thing is, based on the timing, you realize that pretty much if you walked straight there, you would get it about now. So you pretty much know it was on the way. Like, I understand that Kamata is already a bit busy in city and doesn't want to warp out in the middle of killing this. I think this is Nelsmith room. Yeah, it looks the way. But after this,
Yeah,
I assume
no.
Hamatati immediately does right fungal.
Amape having a... Okay, makes the difficult jump to Nailsmith. Almost butchered it.
Two different bench fights to go. Ends up having to do the jump. SMH. Gets a
First white
fragment. A good old payload at Nailsmith.
Yeah, here's your Paylor back.
And are we not previewing the third thing, or did I just miss it?
I didn't see a preview either.
I've done this before. And Hamatati with the immediate warp to fungal.
Yeah, warp to fungal, I would expect... I would expect... Oh, soul refill at nail 3, thank you, chat.
Okay, then we just both missed it. It is fair.
I still think you do Sphere 0 checks here, although... Okay, there's a Crystal Heart at Leg Eater from May.
I guess the Shadescape would have paid off to some extent. And Hamatati immediately going to get the claw.
Yeah.
I just love it when the runners actually read the board and understand what's been happening and get rewarded for it, which in this case will happen.
Yeah, I think that is a big part of what separates the very good BOTE teams from the really, really good BOTE teams. Is being able to read the board, being able to understand, okay, what does this goal mark mean?
Yeah, it's worth pointing out. Even with this small mistake from Purple Team showing the claw, or actually no, not slow. I would call this a big mistake actually. But even with this mistake, you do still have the claw advantage for a while. You have the C-dash advantage for a while. It is still looking good for Purple. They're still in a very, very strong position.
Yeah.
I'm doing Hornet 1. We're about 1 hour too early to be killing Hornet 1. What is this?
Doing Sphere 0 checks, I mean, I like this. Given that he started before they had Claw.
Yeah, that is fair. So now with the Claw, there is no excuse not to just go to Crossroads immediately. Like, I guess Commodity is going to be the person who does that, and they probably want a bench in Mantis Village. Completely valid. But after that, absolutely has to be the walk to Legiter and obtaining that C-dash.
Yeah, worth noting that nobody has any boulder killers, and this is going to make things very difficult for Palm as far as the potential option of getting to cliffs is concerned.
Oh yeah, that is a very good point actually.
Because I really would not want to backtrack over all of the left fungal wastes
I think just go...
to get to crossroads when your partner can do that a lot faster.
I feel like if you're bomb in the situation, it's a bit annoying, but what you do is you probably just take the deep nest. It was Underline, I think, or no, it was May who went to autopilot, not Hamatati. So all of Fog Canyon is still unchecked for brown, and then Bomb can actually just do it from green bot and send it into deep nest, and that should be better. See, I agree with you, walking all the way to crossroads through Fungo is very obnoxious.
I'm seeing chat talking about Crystal Dash technically being a boulder killer, and oh, no wonder. I think that's an unintended death by Nailsmith.
Yes.
That never feels good.
I'm also intrigued why we're going to Nailsmith this early. We saw it from both teams. Generally people like to wait for 1 or 2, or for like 3 payload, usually. Also a bit off topic, but remember how I was saying earlier that infection skips generally do literally nothing? Well, here we are. I don't think there's a single check that's opened by infection anymore.
Yeah, with this early claw, infection skips do absolutely nothing. With this early claw C-dash.
Yeah, not even the Celubra one, which would have worked with claw only, as now it's doable with claw C-dash in easy logic, and without infection. CS Porsche in Basin. Now this is relevant, we need this to check all these Porsche lock tablets. Fragile Greed at the Fountain. That joke writes itself.
Yeah, oddly appropriate.
Me doing Glowing Boom on the way to False Knight. I don't hate doing Glowing Boom on the way to False Knight. I think I do hate this being done before the Dogwood shops though. I feel like you're in a good position to just C-dash to the shops, get your dash, and then do other things.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that.
I guess we do have the raids, so it's not going to be particularly slow for purple. It should die. I think it's 2 raids to kill it. Yeah, there we go.
Not having a dream note makes it a little more tedious, but not too bad.
Yeah, Modity getting the very annoying jump to Negator, and Bomb finding the utter greed also in Basin. Well, I guess that solves one of his problems.
Yeah, so that's going to be that C-dash advantage gone. So one thing that's very much worth noting is that and Under still do not have that hidden station stack. I don't think either of them went to that War Tablet and Green Path that everyone hates.
I think you're correct. So my second monitor is turning itself off, which is a very bad sign. Hopefully I fix it, otherwise it will be very, very hard to commentate not seeing anything.
Yeah.
See, under entering Sanctum, I'm assuming it's just going to be the first door tablet and leaving. So don't really want to do this without a dive. Or I guess Under wants to do it without a dive.
I mean, doing it without claws doing it with claws slightly less terrible, but I still do not like.
Yeah, what do you even get?
Simple keys. There's not a ton left, I don't think.
I suppose, yeah.
Which is an option. There's Deep Nest, which is an option.
Yeah, I guess none of those are particularly attractive to anyone. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I'm
an
kind of surprised
unfortunate
to not be
situation.
seeing QG at all with that early QG stack.
Yeah, I suppose at least the left side of QG I think would be quite nice to get. Oh, and Hamat and Bomb does not know the strats to rates on G-Husk. What you can do is you can upslash it and then rate and you're not getting hit.
Oh, I think if you're also just facing a certain direction, it'll always knock it away from you as well.
Yes, but then you're also only getting one tick of rates rather than all the ticks.
I mean, if you push it into, if you're right next to the wall, then it gets pushed into the wall. So you do get all the ticks.
He passed 23 grubs. Elegant key at 2. And we do
Well,
have
we
the
need all the
elegant key.
Grubfather checks anyways for that goal.
That is correct, yes. Hamata, you're also checking Grubfather. And with all this mess... Oh, we find a Shriek. Ignore everything I was going to say. We have a Shriek at Isalda while we're fighting Soulmaster. This is a good day.
Yeah.
If you have Shaman, just one Shriek is enough to kill the second phase of Tyrant. And Under
Yeah.
could have saved a few seconds there, but without Shaman on 2 HP, it's completely fair not to go for it.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, why are we warping out Under? I'm sorry, what? There are still like 2 checks behind Soulmaster
Yeah,
we
there's
can
still
get
2
without
checks out
dive.
there.
Yeah, without checking top, it feels even weirder that we did sync them.
Yeah. Without
Yeah.
checking those, that does not make sense to me.
Maybe he just forgot. Maybe he was also blinded by the C-pick idea, because I think that's where we're going. I actually don't hate C-pick. Claw C-Dash should technically put a lot of it in logic.
Yeah,
And-
Claw C-Dash is not bad at all for C-Peak.
Let's see if Under knows how to get up here. Yeah, looks like we got it. While May is getting the dash at Molek. We'll love to see it. I think that CD press is completely useless. Tom's doing King's Arena. We must really be running low on checks for doing King's Arena.
I mean, Bombomethody do have Shriek, so it's much less bad.
I suppose, yeah.
And that's a King Station stack for Moloch.
Yeah, unfortunately not dash. It
Dream
will be...
at the peak Darkroom Egg.
Yes. I was gonna say, this King stack is actually convenient for purple. They didn't take the trip that Pom did from Basin all the way to King Stag.
Yeah.
Or actually, I'm guessing Pom probably went from storerooms. I'm not sure. And I'm not going to go into resting grounds through Blue Lake.
Yeah, with Claw C-Dash, I think this is basically always the right call.
Yeah, I don't hate it. I was just wondering if we have the resting ground stack, which I thought we did. But this way you get some extra checks, so I absolutely do not hate it.
Yeah. It is going to be obnoxious Stranding 0.
Oh yeah, they don't have the Dream Mail. It is what it is. You do 0 when you do C-Mount, actually, you don't even care.
Yeah.
Bomb and Cliffs, which
I
I
would be more
really do
concerned
like.
about forgetting to do 0 rather than... Okay, that is a very convenient dive in Cliffs.
I don't
As
know if...
Mossy is going to Resting Grounds.
Yeah, and as Bomb is going to be closing in on Baldershell. Which
Hermopity, there's a Soul Totem down there.
Huh. That is very weird if you skipped it. I was not paying attention.
Yeah, Hermopity just walked right past the Soul Totem below 0.
Well, for his sake, let's hope it was nothing.
Which is a little strange, because this team has been burned by that very check before.
Oh, have they?
In their first match against Fox and Frosting, that ended up being their wings for their go mode.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I guess live and don't learn is the motto for this. You keep rolling some good seeds for us, Maso. We still do not have dash or wings. And for way too many races in the turn, we would have everything by now. Bomb is probably not happy with struggling a bit with bite journeys.
Jonies is just horrible.
I swear, I think this might be madness. But at some point, it's starting to feel like this room is harder in the light and Bomb there's a totem. Okay, but is there a gimmick where they're not randomizing soul totems that we weren't told about, or what's going on here? Or I don't know, Bomb wants to go out this way. This might actually be the faster way to do it, so I shouldn't be blaming Bomb for it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is faster if you have dive. Okay, second white fragment at Spirit's Glade.
We're making some decent progress on D. Nothing else.
Yeah, Lorraine was in Mantis Village as well.
So there was nothing at Joni's either. So far we got this early lantern for no particular reason. It just happened to be there.
Yeah, it could be that that was intended Crystal Peak access for the Dream Nail, and the dive just happened to be a dupe.
Yeah, that is a good point, yeah. That is something else that it does. Gives you access to C-Peak. Yeah, we'll shortly see Flower Quest. Oh wait, how is Under here? Where was the other dive?
I was just about to say, it's like, wait, they gotta dive somewhere.
Oh no, I hate you, Maso, I hate your seed. Why did you do this?
You say this like I rolled the seed.
Wait, oh wait, that's my seed. Wait, that's my
Yeah,
seed.
you rolled the seed.
I'm just so used to you rolling seeds, especially when they look like this.
Yeah, this does look like one of my seeds, but it's not.
Yes. And blame Master anyway, it's your problem. That does explain why I haven't found Dashbuster in a race in weeks, I think. It just doesn't happen in my private. But yeah, I am a big lover of Dashmaster, and I'm the guy who would do Void Heart climb for Dashmaster. But this, I think you just ignore it and get annoyed.
Yeah, you cry, but you don't do it.
The Dreamer at Seer.
Dreamer at Seer.
Did you see the rest of the tracks?
I did not.
Yeah, Bomb also getting the Thinking Blade. It looks like we're actually very synced on what has been done by both teams. And the big difference is that Bomb went to King Stag, and no one on purple bothered to do it yet, even though they actually have the Stag.
Yeah, that is a valid question from chat. It's like, when is this first dash going to be? Because especially if we find wings, it could be a minute.
Bomb just C-dash at the same height 3 times in a row. There we go. Yeah, doing this check with Claw C-dash is actually tighter than it looks. It's very easy to get clipped on the torrents. He gets rewarded for it.
There's the third Dreamer that we've seen between the two teams.
Yeah, worth noting, one of them is the dupe, so we're not gonna think too much about it. It's very unlikely to be Black Egg. You can see GPZ check. 2 Lifeblood Masks. Well, I guess we are being derived of all content. I guess maybe there's still Kalo too. Still have a bit of hope.
I mean, the fact that we still have not seen a dash or wings half an hour in between two teams of this caliber is pretty surprising.
And that is a fair point. There was a dive at Seer.
Of course there was.
Maybe that's the one purple got.
Yeah, that was definitely the one purple got.
Yes, we solved that problem. What? Bomb just previewed a Charm Notch and the Sportium Lord tablet with Sportium on, and couldn't be asked to just pick up the Charm Notch?
I'm a little confused by that too. Like, Charm Notches are almost never bad to have.
And the thing is,
like, picking it up is only bad in a very, very specific circumstance. Specifically, if you have someone going to Abyss with Lifeblood, or someone has Lifeblood from a Lifeblood check, and you don't want them to lose it.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, Pom literally healed next to the Lord Tablet, and the Sportium thing came out. Like, you couldn't even say, maybe he didn't know he has Sportium on. You quite literally could see the Sportium.
Yeah, and Pom found the Sportium earlier, so...
Yes. That's something we need to remember for interviews. No, but come on, he healed with Sportium on. We saw the Sportium particles while he was checking the tablet. There is no way he was not aware he had Sportium on.
Okay, so we're seeing Deep Nest here from Palm. It looks like Under is headed there right afterwards.
Yeah. Well, Hamatati doing Molek, I think was nothing in this case. Oh no, that was a stag, which is useless for the team. Yeah, let's see if Under feels like getting this one.
A little early in the morning for Palm.
Oh, is it?
I mean, it's like 9 a.m. start time, and Palm is definitely more of a night owl.
I see.
Okay, Ismus tier at Gome journal entry.
Particularly dive locked, with dive being claw locked. Yeah, this is pointing us somewhere. No.
This is definitely pointing us somewhere. Question is where?
Left key? Or right side Fog Canyon could be.
Yeah.
I guess that would...
Right side Fog Canyon, I would be inclined to think right side Fog Canyon.
Yeah, I was just thinking. You have Claw, you have C-Dash, you have Ismaz, you have Shriek, and you have Lord Tablets randomized. I would love to see the Umu play.
Yeah, that's actually extremely valid. I think that's 100% correct. You have quite a bit of damage. Archives is considerably stronger with lore on. And you have everything you need to potentially get there.
You have Trampast, it's Isma's growth progression. That is actually possible. That's a good one from chat.
That is extremely possible, yeah. Check at Ismus tier.
You know, also, Brown team is skipping a lot of grubs. They're at 6 right now. I hope they are aware that they need to get all the grub fathers checks. This will be very annoying to backtrack.
Them if they don't realize that very soon.
Where is Hamatati? Oh, elegantly check. Okay. Interesting to note, does not open the shortcut. And also interesting to note, Under never bothered to go back to Sanctum, now with the dive. The checks are already done. You even have Shriek if you wanna do Tyrant.
And Dream Nail, which that Dream Nail is something that Brown still doesn't have.
Maybe you're waiting for the dash. You don't want to do Tyrant dashless, but still. I feel like if you've already done all that work on Sanctum, you should just get all your rewards.
Yeah. At the same time, Under forgetting message. Yes, the difference between the Grubfather checks goal is that, and the Get All Grubs gimmick is that Grubfather rewards, yeah, the maximum number of grubs required for that goal is 30. So you don't need to get all 46 grubs for all the Grubfather checks in Rando.
Yeah, but 30 is still a decent amount of them. Especially when you think that 3 of them are just behind Collector, which there's a real chance we're not fighting Collector. So I would like to see a lot more grubs being saved at this point.
Absolutely.
Even for Purple at this point, they're at 9 grubs, so they're doing a bit better than Brown. But I feel like with 30 minutes already passing, and we've already done Crossroads Greenpot pretty much completely, we should have seen a lot more. Should be at like 15 by now.
Definitely over 10. Anyone done Thorns of Agony check?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
That would be a very fun dash. I would be proud of it.
A very enjoyable dash.
Because that is in easy logic.
Alien, you may want to get the essence reward there. And May is just headed straight to Black Egg.
Yeah, I mean you have to. Even though it's the Dupe Dreamer. The fact that
you need to go here anyways. You just do this.
Oh, that is the first swim we've seen? Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, I think so. I'm just assuming that I was blind earlier and thought I saw a swim that wasn't there in Storms.
Well, the thing is, it's showing up as not a dupe, and it's not showing up on Brown's tracker, so I'm pretty convinced it's the first swim I've seen. Which makes May immediately think of Blue Lake. But fun fact, you don't need Swim to be here, but Swim, I guess, would remind you of this place.
Yeah, for sure.
Unfortunately, you can't hazard respawn here.
Yeah, because Swim makes Blue Lake so much better. Yeah, Kingdom's Edge is open and has actually been open for quite some time now. With that train pass.
I guess Swim is just another pointer that should make you think of Edge. And
yeah.
I would still prefer to see it through Tram Pass just because of the 2 totems.
Oh, 100%. And you can also check the backside of Waterways here.
I wouldn't hate a Waterways check through Tram Pass and Isma's Grove. Because you can see dash through this spike tunnel and it's completely logical Waterways at this point.
Yeah.
Still have thought to get Weavers then, and saving Zoot. I guess if both teams are just deciding to do all of Deepness together, at the very least nobody's getting an unfair advantage.
That's true. Shade Soul in Sanctum. Is that one of the die block checks or not?
Based on the timing, the fact that it's second to last thing obtained, it has to have been dive checked.
Okay.
I would assume. Unless Hamata did the very stupid routing to Sanctum.
Shopkeeper's Key in Weir's Den. So we're gonna see that check immediately from Hamafati here.
Yeah, makes sense. Oh, and their first Dream Nail.
Yeah. Still no dash wings at 38 minutes in is quite impressive. I will be back in just a few minutes.
Alright, no worries. I guess it's welcome to the Vale podcast. I'm seeing a Matati check GG. The King's brand at 15 eggs. Now, first of all, that King's brand is required for the Get the Abyss check goal. Second of all, 15 eggs is the absolute maximum that is allowed to be placed here. So this is meant to be a very late King's brand. And for those who are wondering, there are 21 total eggs. So we have to get just a bit under 75% of all eggs. Which I guess should still be doable. We are not anywhere close to go mode due to low amounts of movement. And it's looking like we're going to be clearing quite a bit, and the 15 eggs should hopefully not be a problem. Unless the Abyss is just the start of a very long chain. What's 75% of 21? 15.75, I think? I might be completely wrong. Yeah, Pom did make it all the way to Distant Village. And he found 2 or 3 simple keys around here. So at this point, Waterways looks even more interesting, because we keep finding them. Matati also doing Glowing Goom a good 30 minutes or so after Purple Team did it. However, the advantage here is Hamatati has the damage and everything he would need to do Feldchamp. It's annoying to do dashless Feldchamp, but with Shriek I think it's reasonable. And yes, Shopkey was checked immediately by Hamatati. That was their first Dream Nail. And yeah, as Chad pointing out, we are seeing Mago to Archives. I am really excited for this play. I think it's very dense. Probably not as good as Waterways, but still a very dense place. And hopefully there is something. Because while it's fun and all to see people just run around with fluency dash, I think everyone would like to see some dash movement right now.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Maso.
Mothly doing False Knight right now. This will probably lead into Failed Champ having Dream Nail, Shriek, and D-Dark.
Yep. Yeah, a bit annoying without having a dash. Apparently annoying enough that Tomatic is just going to warp.
Yeah, which I feel like it's a little strange with it being a goal on the board.
Yeah,
On the other hand, Failed Champion without dash is agony, so I can't hate this too much.
Yeah, it's fine. They will come back for it later. They will have to.
Yeah, they'll have to. They don't have a choice.
And it's also not in logic without dash. I'm pretty sure Tilting Hard requires dash. In
Yes,
probably in any difficulty, I would guess. You know, Hamat is doing the best thing you can do in Rando. There we go. That one shade was enough to kill Myla, but he had to go up close and slap it in the face. We'd love to see it.
Okay, Defender's Crest from, I believe, is that Divine?
Yes.
So that is required. The top right goal.
Oh yeah, good point. I think it's very unlikely that Brown ends up skipping Divine. It's just something you're always thinking of.
Yeah. Especially having 2 fragiles already.
Yeah, they're probably waiting for the Grandchild, which honestly I don't even hate. There's no real reason to rush with it. And this board is looking absurd. We're supposed to be...
with 2 teams of this caliber having a combined 14 goals between them, nearly 45 minutes in, this is just sad.
Yeah, reminder of like, what, 3 hours earlier, when Quatokoro and Ash Clips were racing, and at this point, Tsunomi was saying, do we finish in 10 minutes from now? We're like, right now, do we find Dash 10 minutes from now, is our question.
Yeah, do we find Dash or Wings in 10 minutes from now?
That's fine, we just get BOTE here in archives for May. I believe. Matati in the dashless Seamound, which is completely doable and probably an easy logic, but not really fun.
It's never fun, but...
To be fair, at this point in time, 45 minutes in almost, do you have anything left that's fun to do without Dash?
You know, valid point.
I guess Isma stuff.
Is pain.
Sea dashing through Tram to Isma's Grove is still completely fine to do. I think it's a play I would like to see them make.
Yeah, the fact that no one has gone to either edge or waterways from reverse is kind of surprising to me.
I hope they didn't just forget to have Tram Pass.
I would be surprised if both teams forgot they have Tram Pass, but stranger things have happened.
Yeah, I think that's a good point, yeah. So far Archive's not looking as good as we expected. We still have 3 more chances. Okay, that was a weird preview.
That preview is just often very strange.
Okay.
It just doesn't want to work sometimes.
Another Charm Notch at... Okay, this one Bomb picked. Okay. Thank God. This time Bomb decided they do like Charm Notches. Oh, wait, Waterways is not showing in Logic. Why?
Where was that Tram Pass? Was that in Logic?
I don't remember where it was, but it must not have been in Logic. And if that's the case, if the Tram Pass is out of Logic, I hate these plays a lot less. As you're really looking to find the dash or the wings.
100%.
I also wouldn't hate a Nailsmith revisit. We have 4 Paler on purple team, 5 Paler on brown team, or no, that's 3 Paler on brown team. Still,
Speaking of
good enough.
Talking about Tram Pass constantly, Palm is now headed to edge through Tram Pass.
I like this. At this point, even
I really like this. I'm a strong believer in doing edge if you have Tram Pass and vertical. Like, especially this late into a seed, it's several items required. And still not finding a dash earlier. Edge has a lot of checks, so.
Yeah, I think I'm with you on this one. Oh, there's generally wings, right? You like to do edge with wings.
You
Claw is
definitely
a
prefer to
bit
have
more
things here
annoying.
as well.
You're setting down a tramp as for future water phase access. I like this. And commodity in CP I also like. Unfortunately has to skip the King Idol because no dash.
Yeah. Okay, there's their last fragile charm.
Yeah, purple already had the strength somewhere. I don't think it was the same one. I don't remember purple climbing C peak. I think Under is just doing it now actually. Yeah, and May is following Bomb into right side?
Or not.
Right. Okay. They probably will be doing it soon. They're just checking GG first. Which I absolutely agree with. Especially when we know what's there. It's very good to know as early as possible and pick up every single run so they can find.
Oh, there's a King's brand there. Yeah, that's really important.
Oh yeah, it must have happened while you were away.
Yeah, that's kind of sort of a little required.
Yes, absolutely. In a good world, it's just required. In a bad world, it has 2 or more dashes.
It's required for this board. A bit streak check is a goal.
I mean, it is required for sure, but it could be even worse. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it could definitely be worse. It could always be worse.
It's interesting how all this time is passing and the runners are still doing basically the same thing. And they're still so close in checks, less than 10 apart.
Under is back in Sanctum.
It's very nice. I think this is just the Iki check, but after this I assume he'll do the rest. And Wings in C-Peak. Okay, that is a huge advantage for Brown.
Yeah. Especially because Under was the one in Crystal Peak. And if he goes and does Sanctum, that means he's not in Peak.
Very astute observation, yes. Because I think it's not the end of the world. I think a dash difference would have been a lot worse than just... Why did I say this?
As for that dash difference, apparently just the right side of Crystal Peak was the correct play all along.
And another Wings in Edge. Okay, Brown decided they were done, and they just wanted to get their movement. That's fair.
Yeah, Brown has decided to stop playing around.
This is a huge advantage right now. Especially when we know it's going to be at least 5 minutes until Under gets them in C-Peak. It's not even that the Sanctum play is bad. Like, without our prior knowledge, it's just a good play to get back the stuff in Sanctum.
Oh, it's dashless Tyrant. Oh no.
Yeah, it feels even worse when you know what's on the other side.
Yeah, there's a Shade Soul there, which is going to make this a lot easier.
Oh, I guess we're not doing Tyrant. Like, you can air stall to it.
It's doable, it's just really hard.
No, you can just raid. It's not bad.
I mean, yeah. Hard as in, like, not obvious.
We can't Dreamgate in this room Under. Or... Oh. Okay, apparently you can Dreamgate in this room.
Exit.
That I was not aware of.
Yeah. You can Dreamgate at the very entrance and at the very exit.
I mean, going to Loskin. Again, I don't hate the play. It's a decent area to check. And I guess we're gonna have to monitor how the check disparity grows. Because it absolutely will be growing in the next few minutes.
For sure.
And we're also starting to pick up the grubs. We're at 13 on brown, 15 on purple. Like, we're pretty much caught up on grubs for brown. Yeah, I think we're at the point where already purple need to get really lucky to have a chance in this match. Like they need brown to miss something really important.
Yeah, although I would certainly say that there are still things out there for brown to miss. There's still another dream nail we haven't found. We haven't found enough lifeblood charms for that goal. There are rancid eggs out there still. There's a shade cloak somewhere.
The rancid eggs I'm not that worried about. Because it's 15 of them. Even if you miss one easy egg, you still have plenty others you can find when you full tier. It's just the things that are not duped are the scariest. Which, in this case, I'm not even sure if we have things that are not duped.
So thoughts on doing the Kingdom's Edge route here?
It depends on a bit of a mind game. You absolutely could just do it with Glossy Dash. You do not need wings to do it, you do not need dash to do it. But would you do it without dash or wings? And
I honestly don't think you do.
Yeah. I don't know if Pom has a Dream Gate somewhere important. Because if not, I would not hate the idea of just leaving the Dream Gate here and doing it in like a few minutes just to try to hide it.
Yeah. And I also think that seeing that the other team is in Edge absolutely would make me want to go there if I'm Meander. Just making sure you don't miss something major there.
Well, the lower tablet in KE was already marked, so we did have knowledge that Pom was in Edge.
Yeah, it did already get marked.
Yeah, Hunter is in Waterways instead of Sea Peak. It's not even a
Hunter
bad
is
play.
not-
It's just
Hunter is
unfortunate.
not nearly in the right direction for this. Which again, it's not a bad play, but with Peak having been available for this long,
And showing the Defender's Crest. I really don't like showing this now.
yeah,
That-
showing rando obtains earlier than you need to is, I think, generally a mistake.
It's only good if you get it in a very stupid place. Like, if you do Feldchamp at 10 minutes and get Defender's Crest, you should just mark it immediately, because nobody will assume it's Feldchamp. But at this point, 50 minutes in, so synced Dreamers for Brown, Lurian and Manamon at the same time.
Yep.
Oh.
So that might lead them to their swim, as Palm is trying to get this swim skipped.
With full movement, you do not need swim for anything, as Pom is nicely demonstrating.
Yeah.
And Pom and Mati are absolutely good enough to execute the swim skips, so I'm not worried about them. It's so nice to sleep with Pale Lurker. Long boss
That was
fight
a
made
cool
short.
Pale Lurker fight.
Quantity and
When
Fumble
you're
Core.
doing that Nailsmith revisit you mentioned earlier.
So hopefully May is having more luck with Loskin this time. She did die in the previous fight. Which I guess makes sense. You're not used to doing this without dash. And gets the
And
quick warp
granted
out.
at nail 4.
We actually have it. Okay, you have to kill Yasmin for this one.
Yeah, I mean, going back if you don't have nail 4. Okay, there's an Awoken Dream Nail at Lostkin.
Okay, please hide this King's Wall for a long time. And a dupe swim here. Well, I guess that 100% confirms there was no swim in storerooms.
Yeah.
It is, I have to say, very unlucky that Purple did not find the Duke Dash. Like, we know where the Duke
Yeah.
Wings is, but still, there should be a dash in waterways.
Yeah, the fact that there is still one dash that we've seen is pretty impressive. And we're close to an hour in.
Yeah, this is not going to be a fast one. And also another small fun fact. In a little less than 3 hours from now, Paul and Hamatiti have a different match against the 5th seed, Frost and Fox. And their endurance will really be put to the test.
Yeah, I'm sure they were hoping for a fast seed, and they might have had hope when I didn't roll this seed. I think that hope is gone.
Yeah. This is already... It's looking to be one of the longest we've had. Or at the very least one of the longest between teams of this caliber. I think we've had some go over 2 hours. But in this case, it's not the runner's fault, it's just the seat's fault.
Yeah, this is a pretty atrocious seed.
And I just find 3 dashes here in Jump Pit.
Okay,
or
Mage
not.
and Edge.
Make him noise, would you?
So Purple is going to get their dash and their wings soon.
Yeah, those were in peak. There's only the wings in Edge.
Sorry, yeah, you're right. The wings is here. The dash is not.
We have NMG for Purple. And we're entering God Home. Why are we entering God Home? I guess we're not entering God Home. We just wanted 10 geo. That also works. And May is actually going to have to go up to this camp bench.
This is not going to feel good with the wings being where it is.
Yeah, for sure. Oh no, May. Be careful. Yeah, when Purple watches race back, and you see May doing this, although very cleanly, but when you see May wait for the Aspid while the other team is chilling with dash wings, it's not gonna feel good.
No, it's not.
See, the check difference actually did not grow that much. We are still within like 20 checks, which is very impressive that they managed to keep up. Yeah, that's another time lost under having to warp out because the burgers aren't working out where Brown could just use wings to get up there. These things will keep adding up.
Yeah. And especially, like, I don't think Brown has done Junk Pit yet, which is quite a few checks.
Yeah,
I
good
say
point.
Palm is literally in Junk Pit now, so yeah, they had not done Junk Pit yet.
Yeah, there's going to be some nice value. And
Okay,
Void Heart.
in Waterways.
Yeah, I guess we have to E for purple. If only we had some movement.
Yeah. I
guess
assume that Brown is not going to be too far behind to this. Left Waterways is quite dense.
Yeah, Bomb has a lot of movement and will catch up immediately. You know, Under was like climbing peak 15 minutes earlier. Kinda wish they would have continued.
Yeah.
This is really looking like such a close race. And it still has potential. The potential is slowly dying out every minute.
Yeah, every minute that Under does not go back to peak is a minute that they're going to spend without dash.
I'm actually starting to wonder why they're not doing it. Is claiming it out of logic? It shouldn't be with Glossy Dash.
There's no way it's out of logic.
Hopefully after this down defender they actually run out of convenient things to do and they climb it out of necessity.
Yeah. I think that's a big reason why Under has not done so yet. Is just because Waterways has basically all been doable.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you don't have our knowledge as to where the movement is, I think I would even prefer Waterways over Sea Peak. I can't blame Under for this play.
Yeah, I agree.
But RG Stag was a dumb defender, so I also hallucinated us having RG Stag. But please tell me you don't do White Defender here. Yeah, I don't think we are. Yeah, these wings for May, they must feel so bad when you know how long ago Brown marked Lord Tablet in Kingdom's Edge. You know they were here.
Brown has had these for a while.
Although it's insane, you still don't really see this on the board. Like, on the board you think Purple just needs like 2 minutes and they're caught up.
Yeah, that's very true.
Okay. Matati picking up the flower. Unfortunately, this is just for flower to Elderbug, I think, and we're not going to QG, but maybe Mothman wants to surprise us, give us some content. I have no shade look to dash through these things. Fortunate. Well, bomb in a best.
I think with having 2 losses already and don't want to be doing meme plays.
Yeah, I suppose.
As much as I would enjoy seeing them, I don't think it's something you do.
And like we said earlier, if Pomo Matati secure this win, they are pretty comfortable into top 8. Because they have some very, very good tiebreakers. Very good gameplay from them. But they do need to secure it, so maybe that's why they're this focused. Ooh, Lifeblood were at the best streak. Will this be both goals at the same time?
Yeah.
They're not marking the two Lifeblood. Oh, they did mark them both at the same time. Alright, perfect. At least Purple knows what that is. That's something. And Under is climbing CP now. The dash was at the first C-dash totem, if I recall correctly. It's going to be a bit until we see it, but we will see it. And actually...
Also, nice white fragment in Birthplace.
Where it should be, yeah? I'm just thinking, if Under finds something important at the King Idol in Sea Peak, that could actually be a huge advantage for them, because Pablo Matati are not coming back there.
Yeah, that is one check that it's not too far away from a bench, but it's very easy to forget about.
Okay, nothing at Kalos. Then very little amount of geo. Probably.
And business tier and Abyss.
Yeah. Well, Hamatati successfully delivered the flower. I guess the strategy of don't talk about it to not curse the runner actually worked. And okay, the
Just
King Idol is for tablet.
title.
Yeah. And unfortunate for purple. This would have been their one big chance back. I guess CG2 as well, to some extent. Although CG2 is much more memorable for Brown to come back to because it's 2 checks.
Yeah, I think another important thing is where is that last Dream Nail? Because Purple has awoken Dream Nail from Lost Kin. Brown does not.
Oh yeah, very good point. And it could be in White Palace, that's always a possibility. Or it could just be at some random check nobody's gone to.
Yeah. And we do need to go to White Palace for this seed. Because King's Mold is on the board.
Yes. Unfortunately, Undertaking a loss to CG2. It is a bit surprising how much damage you have. Hopefully the second round was better. They even have Void Harder, she just insta-dies. Yeah, and Hamatati is now doing Feld Champ.
Yeah,
A lot more pleasant with the dash.
for sure. Got dash, you've got full spells. You're chilling.
Palm doing one of the most annoying routes in the game. Green Butt route. Assuming this is a goal, because otherwise there's no way you do it.
Yeah, it's gold.
Oh yeah, because of the board delay, it was already marked, so I couldn't see it. That's fair. Again, the board also spoils us that Hamatati does in fact win the fight against Feldchamp. Except 8 payload for purple. That's something.
Yeah.
And 14 eggs. And the King's Brand will not be a problem for either team.
For sure.
And they're warping out. Please no. Why? The dash was right there. Why? That is so unfortunate.
Yeah, I don't understand warping out there.
There's no way Marmu is better than White Peak. I refuse to accept it.
Okay, there's the last Dream Nail at the QG map.
Oh, good. Brown are really chilling right now.
Yeah. Purple is quickly running out of outs.
It's just a shade cloak. Shade cloak is go mode for Brown.
Yep, it's just the Shade Cloak right now.
That is the most idiotic thing I've seen. I guess what you do now is you just get all the other goals and enough grubs to finish. And just hope you find the dash on the way.
Well, the dash was not at the Crusher's check. It was at...
Love Key.
Not at Shade Cloak, by the way.
Remember how I mentioned the first thing we found is I mentioned Love Key? Oh, I knew what I was talking about apparently.
Yeah.
And, Brown just in go right now. Yeah, this is going to be a crushing loss for purple. This is going to be like 15 tiebreaker points. Yeah, we're like 5 minutes, or well, let's say maybe 10 minutes away from Brown just finishing.
How many grubs does Brown have?
20.
Okay, yeah. And they're still facing grubs. I think Brown needs both of them still. There's city grubs that Brown still needs.
Yeah. The thing is, Hamatari doesn't even need to watchers. He just gets the grub and pieces out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're 10 checks between the teams. Like,
Yeah, although I think a lot of that is because Brown has started doing goals. Flowered Elderbug, both of the roots,
that is
White
fair, yeah.
Lady, all very long.
And I guess they're
And
also not picking up checks on the way because they don't
yeah,
care about them. But still, despite horrible luck with the wings and dash, Purple have played really, really well. And the final result will absolutely not be a correct show of skill.
yeah. Under is back in the right side of Crystal Peak.
Yeah, it's good, except you know we are on the way to C dash, and we're for sure doing C dash. At least when they finish, they will have dash. That's small consolation for them. Wanted to killing the King's Mold. How many grubs do you even still need? I think 23 was enough. I guess we're going to see it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully they check the lore tablet to make sure. Yeah, we're clean. And yeah, Under doing C dash backwards. Just to have literally last dash possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're purple here, I think you at least get the King's Brand and rush Abyss, because you know there's 2 goals in the Abyss.
I
Alright.
think they have Lifeblood Charms already.
Oh yeah, they already found the others. Okay, never mind. But still, you should do Rebek.
Do it because there's a free goal down there. But
Okay, Under's going for the clean bot route. I guess it's one thing you can go for, but it's so slow and you don't have time to get everything you want. You should be prioritizing, I feel.
there's a QG grub here too, so I don't know how they're doing on QG grubs right now.
Oh yeah, this could be 2 goals actually. Yeah, never mind, this is not a bad play. I swear, Pom Hamatati are going to have the best tiebreaker score in the tournament. Or at 6 too.
Was at the love key check.
Okay, Under just straight up warps out, apparently. Not even bottling with the green pot route. Or I know we're going back. Okay.
I think he realized that there's a goal here that he can do, so might as well.
Okay, it's not that atrocious. Like, purple is getting a few of these. I killed a Durandu in this room as well. It will still be insane for a 2nd seed versus a 3rd seed. But I guess it could have been even worse.
It could have been much worse.
So far, a very comfy fight for Brown D. I guess it's to be expected. You have way too much damage for Radiance to be a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, they're really catching up, even more than I expected. They're getting King's Mold for sure. And they should also be getting the Rebek.
Yeah, they're going and doing Revokogos now.
Actually, they might not get King's Mold.
Yeah.
I don't know if Fomatati will be in time. I guess here is where we look at the live board and the live chat to properly distinguish.
Yeah, for sure. There's a GG's from Palm.
Yeah, and a very nice fight. Commodity does have Jonies on, so there is a chance it dies here. I'm not expecting it. Yeah, that should be climb. Oh, guess not. I expected him to have more damage actually. I'm no longer looking at the race, I'm looking at the chat and at the board. See what happens.
Yeah.
And
there's a
GG
from
happened.
Homophily.
GG was first. I actually
Yes,
checked.
GG was first.
Yeah, even the runners are not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we will have to review the situation with the final ball.
Yeah.
Likely what happened. Yeah, sorry if you have a keyboard, which I'm guessing you probably do. Hello everyone, GG's.
GG. Actually, no, not a GG. Where was Dash? Like, where were your first dashes?
Peaks.
Peaks, and then where was Shakelo?
Shake was at go mode at somewhere in QG.
Lucky
So
check.
we got Dash
Okay.
after you were Blackout.
Oh, we saw you mark Milo, so we're like, we don't want to be behind them to dash. So then we did peaks, and then we got dash.
Yeah, no,
Did-
under Rust Resting Grounds, because we were like, yeah, RG is good. And like, we were dashless, so we didn't want to do dashless peak. I did Myla later to do the
is this
totem because I
again?
was trying to stay in logic.
I was telling Palm that I thought Peak was a good area to do dashless because it's so vertical, but Palm told me that
Yeah.
Peak was a bad area to do
I
dashless.
think
so-
with wings it's much better, personally.
Yeah. We
Like,
didn't
mi-
get wings
Well-
till like obscenely late either.
Yeah, we got wings 15 minutes.
Wings
behind
would also
and-
got peaks. Actually, we got wings and peaks and wherever I was in like 30 seconds apart.
Yeah, wings and edge.
Yeah, we got
Oh,
it from
yeah,
Edge.
yeah.
Yeah,
those
we
were
got
good.
colossally shafted. Like,
Oh, we were
Holy
thinking
crap.
like we got unlucky with the dash, but then you marked
Yeah,
no
'cause-
goals, and we're like, maybe we got
Yeah.
lucky with this dash.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
we assumed that Milo meant Peak, but yeah.
Yeah, like we got
Yeah.
our first dash less than 3 minutes before Palm GG'd.
Oh God, yeah, okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
No, like you had
Like
Blackout
30
before.
minutes before that. I
Yeah,
think
so I think we identified that you were go mode at a pretty good time. So we actually ended up losing by not that much.
Yeah,
But,
we actually
like,
weren't.
holy crap.
We probably weren't go mode when you thought we were because we still didn't have Shade Cloak or Awoken.
And they were right next to each
until
other.
Yeah.
23
Okay, you're
goals.
still
Yeah.
marking things
Yeah,
at
like
dash
that.
pace, so we
Yeah.
had a feeling we were cooked regardless.
Yeah.
Chat is
Yeah.
asking if anyone has access to the spoiler log for the other dashes.
Yeah, the other dashes was White Defender, and somewhere less cursed than that, but still bad.
E-Pass. E-Pass.
Yeah, E-Pass lock at Crubs with 23 Crubs.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
The other Dream Nail was lost again, by the way. Oh, I think we got very lucky with our endgame Awoken Shade Cloak next to each other.
For
Well,
sure.
yeah, May got that Lostkin Dream Nail. I don't know which one we're missing then.
Yeah.
Oh.
Shout out to Dashless Lost.
Probably QG
Yeah,
again.
QG was the one that.
QG next to the Shade Cloak.
Where the
I think I can check. I don't know.
I would say Palm and Mothity definitely got lucky in their late game.
Yes.
There were
For
a lot
sure.
of things that I was saying. It's like these are definitely potential outs for purple if any of them become a problem. Awoken Dream Nail, Shade Cloak, Lifeblood Charms, and just none of them were in bad locations.
That's
Well,
true, but
some of
also
them
like
were.
it's kind of hard for them to be all bad, right?
That's true, but if only one is bad, then that's
Yeah, I
still-
mean it's possible for this seed to force Palace, but it's super unlikely.
Yeah, the other thing, even what I was saying before, we got Go Mode was like, I don't want to do until they've marked Killer King's mold because I just want to stay like on doing the checks that they're doing.
Yeah, and I think we had like a few mistakes as well. Well, I know we had a few mistakes as well. So I imagine even like as we're going, we're probably 50 checks behind by the time they got dash anyway. So it's like fair enough, but still feels a bit bad.
Yeah, the start of the game was like we were looking for progression, then you marked middle above Manta's village, and we're like, oh my god,
You got
what is
you got
this?
Claw way before us.
Yeah,
But
I
it
knew
doesn't-
I
that doesn't matter
telegraphed
as
it when I
much,
got
yeah.
it. But yeah, it actually didn't end up doing tons, and then
Yeah, because it was so hard to get to dash afterwards. That
yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
imagine
But we were
getting- yeah.
like because it unlocked so much, we spent the whole seed worried that you had found dash somewhere early. Less so as we got closer to the end, but it was very stressful, probably for both sides.
Yeah, like every 10 minutes we were just going, we think they have dash by now? And like we just never had any of them.
We had dash probably
Yeah, 40
around when I did Kingdom's Edge, right?
Yeah, it
So,
was shortly before you
Yeah,
did.
48 minutes.
Yeah, 48 minutes. But it's like 1 hour 11 for us.
Yeah.
The early
bet-
48-minute dash.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Never
I
a
think
good
Under was
feeling.
just going into waterways when we saw the dash on Mothy's side. And I think I said something along the lines of like this is not a bad play from Under doing waterways because there's a lot of checks here. And he can basically do all of them. But this is still bad for purple just because every minute that Under spends in waterways is a minute he's not spending in Crystal Peak.
Yeah, absolutely. Like we were going for waterways there because, like, yeah, as you said, we could do anything, like all the checks, like even right side, then through the like weird rooms that you never go through.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know, we didn't want to do peaks until we had dash, like just wanted to delay it a little, like if we found more things.
Yeah, Cloud Crystal Heart
Yeah.
just unlocks so much.
True, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
It's a
really-
really, really powerful unlock.
I'm
Yeah,
not gonna lie, I was
Paul,
putting
Robert-
it off.
And especially Trampass too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we got baited a bit by like early. We specifically didn't do all the peak just because we had the lantern, and we're like, yeah, that's logical RG, and like, I don't know,
Yeah, that's
RG in my head is just like such a good.
It was
Oh
like
yeah,
area.
I actually did like Claw Crystal Heart into RG.
Mm.
yeah,
But
like
it was
wow.
bait.
You
It
know.
was bait.
Yeah. Oh, GG's.
GG. Thanks
Good
for the
luck
race.
making top 8. Thank you. Look, yeah, like I say, I think for against very good team, we did fine. Especially for like if you told me we're down dash for 20 minutes,
Yeah.
I'll take that any day of the
Yeah.
week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I think 26 points is still, especially like I think I died twice and I fell down in Distant Village. Like yeah, same as like RG got baited with like Lantern Deep Nest, and then nothing was in Deep Nest.
Yeah.
And then you fell down Distant Village. While falling, we got Dream Gate.
Oh,
Really cool.
I see. Wait, while falling? No way. That's awful.
Like I was saying, like if I had Dreamgate, I would be so much like happier here. And then Insomnia found it like a second later. Like, yeah, here you go.
Yeah, Under was like, "Oh, can you get me Dreamgate?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure, I'll work on it." And then it was actually at like Divine or something, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, here you go, I'm great." And he's like, "No, I'm in midair."
All right. Our next race is in, I think it's about 2.5 hours.
Featuring.
Yeah, 2.5 hours.
Featuring.
That's how math works. Plum and Mothity will be back, and it will be facing Frosting and Fox. I think that match still needs comms and a restreamer.
It has content gimmicks.
True. Content gimmick singular. This is content at this point in the tourney.
Okay, that's true. It has content gimmick.
Yeah, would you like to sell it to us? What do you actually have for it?
Map area rando.
Ooh, exciting.
Alright. Thanks for comms, thanks for restream.
Yep, thank you.
GG. Thank you.
GG.
GG's.
GG.
GG's.